Bye-bye, Kentucky. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So Austin, there's actually really good news. Austin got our autopilot fix, which we are so happy about. I mean, that is such a stress relief, and you cannot even imagine how happy we are about that. To not have to lay out the money, first of all, because that was going to be a lot of money that we really don't have at the moment to be spending on an autopilot. I mean, we have budgets, but that was not one that we were expecting to have to spend. So
we were running around town trying to find autopilots, trying to find a computer, a display, and a compass, and everything was really expensive and couldn't really find it. And we're also going to take a look at take a look at maybe purchasing, I don't know, a new autopilot, like the CPU and the display.
Yeah, it sucks because like it's pretty expensive, and we're trying to finagle and see how we can get it. Nothing was in stock. Nothing was in stock,
and we're leaving in 2 days. We're leaving in 2 days, and there's a perfect weather window for us to leave. So we're ready to go, and then all of a sudden this comes down upon us. So I thought I had it fixed. I got the new CPU, and then I installed the new CPU, and it wasn't working. I was still getting the same exact error, which said I have a couple more hours of light left, and I'll show you a little bit what's going on with this. Here is the autopilot right here. So it says fault, no rudder drive. That's the problem. And if I get out of it, when it says turning, I'll turn the wheel or whatever, try to get it to come back, and nothing happens. So I don't know what's going on. We have someone here who's pretty savvy with this stuff. He's gonna come over in probably an hour or so, and we're gonna take a look at it. But it's just driving me crazy because I really need this autopilot to work, and I don't know why it's not. So
we had even Jim come over and take a look at it, and
we had Brett come over. We had all of our contacts, everybody that we knew. We had them come over and take a look, and everyone said
they didn't know what was wrong.
We're not too sure.
Alright guys, just a little update. Captain Jim's over. He is looking at the autopilot to see what is going on. That sounds different. So let's go see what's going on. This is not looking so good. So, and it sucks because Sunday it has a perfect weather window for us. So it looks like we might be hand steering the whole time, but like I said before, fingers crossed we can get this just working.
Sure, but Jim took it home, took the old CPU home and the schematic as well as the instruction manual, and he studied it because he was an electrical engineer, I believe. And so he took a look at it and he gave us some pointers, and I came back and basically went through all the wires, and I realized that, you know, when I learned how to work the CPU, there's 2 relays on it, and the relays send information back and forth, right?
Yep.
So what I did was I made sure, I said, okay, well, you know, there's a solenoid pump on there as well, and the pump has a hydraulic clutch on it. So I said, okay, what controls the clutch? So it was these 3 wires. So I figured, okay, so these 3 wires are where the issue is. That's what I did. I went and I reconnected those wires, and once I connected the one of them that was loose, all of a sudden I hear the relays start clicking, and I was like, oh, that's good. The relays are clicking, they're sending information. So I connected them, I came back, and the autopilot started working. So that was the biggest stress relief that we've had so far.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for me, I was such a good moment to realize that the autopilot was working. We're not gonna have to lay out all this money and wire a new autopilot and try to make it compatible with all of our old equipment. So we're really happy.
So besides our autopilot working, because we wanted to share that with you guys because we were super excited about that. I mean, it was, like I said, it was such a stress relief, and we're so excited because we get to leave and we don't have to hand steer all the way to Miami. So anyways, besides that, this video is going to be a little bit more of a educational video, I guess, to say the least. More of an informative, I should say, not really informative, yeah, whatever. So it's gonna be an informative video, and it's gonna be about what we're doing to prepare for our trip. And there will probably be another video for more of like our preparations for our longer journey, but this is more of like a short journey, so what we did to prepare for our voyage out of here.
So we initially started by, we didn't have a ditch bag, so we obviously needed to build a ditch bag. Basically the 2 key components were the spare GPS and VHF radio. So we got spares of those.
And then we got also some, like, just say something happened and we had to get out of here. We got these little they're not sleeping bags, but they're like warm blankets that
Emergency
zip up.
sleeping bags.
Yeah, emergency sleeping bags. We got some non-perishable food to put in there. But we got things like,
You know, mirrors, knives, things
little
like that.
fishing hooks.
Safety things like that.
Yeah.
And then we also got jack lines, tethers, and a harness, PFD, because we have PFDs but not the harness ones. We got the harness ones with jack lines and tethers, because we are going to do night sailing, and that's extremely important for night sailing. As well as, you know, I got some more oil and antifreeze, because then you need that. Obviously we needed 2-stroke oil, we need hydraulic oil.
Yep.
We got those. I have spare filters for the secondary and the main. We have 30 micron filters. I have probably 6 or 7 of those.
Yep.
And then I think the main is 2 microns, so we have 5 or 6 of those as well, even though we probably won't use those very often as
But it's very
secondaries.
important to have extra filters, because those I think you change out quite a bit. It's always good to have spare filters and just spare parts as in general.
Well, especially for us, because, you know, our boat was sitting for 4 years,
Yep.
so you don't know. We have 250 gallons of diesel in here. It's a full tank, so you don't know what kind of algae and stuff is in there. We were considering getting the fuel polished, but it's where we are located right now. It's extremely hard to get somebody to drive all the way up to polish your fuel.
Fingers crossed that nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, well, once it starts sloshing around
Yeah.
is when the problems can happen, but it's all right. We have filters, hopefully nothing. We are organizing, making sure our dinghy and our outboard work properly, because that's really important. That's our, you know, our car,
Yeah.
for lack of better words.
Exactly. Our transportation besides this beast.
And Nikki's been reorganizing and
yeah.
labeling things.
Yep. So I took part once again, and because as you guys saw before, I got those bins, but I hadn't used them yet. I used some of them for the refrigerator, and the rest I used for Austin and I's spare parts and tools. I actually stole this from Austin. He doesn't know. He was going to use it, I think, but it was empty, so I just took it and used it for myself. He can go get another one, but shh, don't tell him. So it's actually for tools, but I put all of our like chargers in it and different like adapters, and then I'm gonna label them so then we know what's in there. So I got a label maker, labeled things, and just made it really organized and easy to get out, because I think when you have a bunch of things stuffed into under the cushions, it's really hard to dig through that. So if you just have bins that say this is plumbing stuff, or this is engine stuff, or, you know, whatever the case might be, it's a lot easier. So I think it's less of a headache. And I also organized all of our nav desk stuff in there and made it nice. So I know I've been saying organization and organizing a lot, but it is really a key part of having success on the boat.
Yeah, it's the less cluttery stuff, the better. You know where everything's at.
Yep.
And that's what we've been trying to do quite a bit.
Austin's not very good at being organized.
It's alright.
He leaves crap everywhere. Just want to let you guys know that.
Look at this mess. What is going on here? What a mess. Also, we've been preparing for our voyage in terms of chart plotters. So we have the iNav X as well as paper charts. And we have a spare GPS as well for backup.
Yep.
And I have all the waypoints set. We have everything ready to go. And Captain Jim's, you guys know he's going to be joining us. He's probably going to be here any minute now. We're ready to go. So we'll be leaving in 2 days.
Yep.
We're gonna provision tomorrow and go over, you know, change the fuel filter, a secondary fuel filter, as well as various other little things you should do before you leave. You know, check your oil, things like that, obviously. Yep. And we're pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be...
We've been cleaning up the boat a little bit, scrub the decks and all that stuff. So we've been hustling, and we are setting sail in 2 days.
And on a side note, thank you everybody for the last video. We had an overwhelming amount of responses.
Oh my gosh.
You guys were awesome.
We barely got any negative comments, which was really great. I mean, we don't get that many negative comments, but we literally got like almost 0. I think we got 1. But I mean, you guys have been so awesome. We love hearing from you guys, and it really just like puts a smile on our faces to know that you guys enjoy what we put out, and because that is a big thing. We want you guys to be happy, and we also want to be happy. So we like to put out content, and we're just happy that you guys like it. So
thanks, guys.
Yeah. And we're finally setting sail.
So it's a big moment, and we're excited. And we're glad we can share it with all you guys.
Yeah, we're super excited. Well, we will, after this video, have a Q&A that we are filming. It will be released Tuesday. So that will be the next video. But besides that, the next video you will be seeing is us departing. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys in that video. Hello. My name is Willis. I love you so much. Do you like the salty mermaid?
Did you? Are you kidding me?
Just a casual night making cookies.
I can't.
I love cookies.
I can't even hold the camera.